Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm out at a lovely little park in Central Florida near the ferns and the trees, and there's a big lake behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there's one somewhere back across the street. So anyway, I just wanted to get into a topic today that actually stemmed from a conversation from my daughter. Before I get into the little story about it, I first want to just say welcome if this is your first time. And what this channel is about, it's personal growth, different tips and strategies and insights and thoughts, that I like to share with you to see if it will help you with your personal growth journey as it's helped me. And hey, consider subscribing, ring the bell, excuse me, and you'll never miss a video. So anyway, let's get into it. This topic today is about shooting down an idea before you even try it. Where has that sounded familiar before? Maybe this is something you've already done in your own life and you never really given it much thought. So anyway, back to the story and how this all ties in. I want to give you some context behind the idea. Anyway, like I said, I went to go visit my daughter. She's 22, lives on her own with her boyfriend. And, they got a small apartment, but last time I was there, and it was a few months back, it was modestly decorated for what they can afford, right? And that's fine. The way I look at it, as long as you're happy and comfortable, that's the way to go. But she's like, before I walked into the apartment, she came outside and she was so excited. She's like, Mom, I completely redecorated the apartment. I hope you like it, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I walk in there and I'm going to tell you what, her place blew me away, literally. Like, it's not that she went out and bought new furniture or anything like that. It's nothing materialistic. It was more like how she rearranged the place, and then also how she added personal touches to it. Now, she did have to go out. She said, to like the Salvation Army or the thrift store, and she bought some things to add in, like, those fake fig trees that you can put in there, and little fake plants and vines and everything. And then what else that blew me away, though, is the time that she took to literally make things out of just everyday stuff. Like she would take boxes, just plain old cardboard boxes, and she turned it into a spice rack. She literally made little shelves, and did the backdrop, the little shelves, all out of cardboard. And she paper mache'd it and painted it, and then besides adding her spices to it, she actually had little ornaments. What do you call them? Those Japanese origami, if I'm pronouncing it right. You know what I mean? Those little paper mache things that you have to make. And she had several of them that she made by hand. And I was just like flabbergasted. I'm like, oh my God. And of course, she said she had help with her husband. Her boyfriend, so that helps. And I was like, the time that it took for her to actually do this, it went from her mind to action, and then it was presented. And it was a beautiful, beautiful world that she created. Candles everywhere. It was gorgeous on a shoestring budget, what she created. I was impressed, needless to say. So I said to her, we were sitting down having a conversation on the couch, and I says, you know what? Have you ever considered going into interior decorating? I said, you are really good at this. You have a knack. You got it from your dad, which she did. She got it from her dad. And he was always moving furniture around in the apartment or wherever we would live at. But she got it from him. But, she takes it to the next level because she's so creative. She makes things. She's into arts and crafts. She likes to paint and draw, and she's just so good at it. Excuse the airplane. There's an airplane flying by me. But anyway. So I asked her, I said, have you ever considered doing that as a side hustle job? Maybe not necessarily a career, but a side hustle. Maybe to pull in some extra money. And she's like, well, yeah, but but I probably have to get some education behind it and go to school. And, I don't have time for that. And, I really want to just, go to college and be a scientist, because she wants to work for NASA or, something like that, to work on the space program. And that's cool. I'm not shooting any of that down. I think that is fantastic that a girl even wants to do that. But I'm like, honey, you're shooting down an idea that you haven't even thought of trying yet. Because what if you could turn that passion for interior decorating into money? I mean, there's got to be people out there that really aren't creative. They don't have time. They're not decorator savvy per se, like me. I just sort of put things in a place and it sits there for years. Like, I never rearrange things. I don't do that stuff, And I sure don't have the talent and time to make little paper mache ornaments to stick on a spice rack. So, and that's my thought. I mean, this may be you. I mean, what if you have a hobby that you really enjoy, right? Like, let's say you're a woman and you really enjoy gardening. You have a knack for gardening, or even a man, and you have a knack for gardening and you enjoy it, or you'd like to do landscaping and you enjoy it. Why not try to find a way to monetize it in your spare time? Now, it's going to take some effort, of course. It's not just going to fall in your lap the minute you advertise, hey, I'm a landscaper, I can help you out. Jump down the rabbit hole of information called the internet and find out what it takes to make it happen. Because, I mean, the whole point of this is, how do you know it's not going to work? Right? Aha. Everybody says, oh, it'll never work, but they never try. That's a wrong mindset. You got to get into the mindset saying, I'm going to give it a shot, because what if it does work? And I'm not saying quit your day job and all of that. I'm just saying try to make it happen in your spare time and just see where it goes. Because even if it fails, so what? You just added a new tool in your skill set box that you have for future use. Because, like, what I was thinking with her, okay, let's say she becomes a scientist, or she's going to school to be a scientist, and she gets into a circle of people that they start having a conversation, maybe at a party or a get-together, and somebody mentions about, they just suck at interior decorating, and and all of a sudden, like, what if she had pictures of everything she ever did, like on Instagram, and she shared it with them, and they were blown away? And what if it opened up a door of opportunity, and they say, hey, do you mind helping me out decorating my place? I'll pay you for it. Right? The serendipities of what if is what I'm talking about. It'll never happen if you don't even try to put the effort into it in the first place and put it in motion. And it all starts here. So anyway, food for thought today. If you have a hobby and you're thinking about trying it, and maybe there's a way you can monetize it, I say go for it. I really do. Find the time, make it happen. And drop me a comment. Tell me what you thought about this conversation. I'd like to know. And especially if you have a hobby, I'd like to know what it is. And then, maybe we can work out something on that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And hey, you can check me out on TamiMcDonald.com. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook, so if you want to follow me there. And I also have, if you're interested, getting really down and dirty, I have a personal growth training series you can go through. Click the link below. It goes more in depth on how to be in a better position of being happy, confident, and successful in your life. If you want to, you can check it out. So anyway, I just want to leave you with one thought. Just be. Just be you, and just try. Don't shoot down your ideas before you even start. And even if you fail forward. You gain extra skills. And that makes you valuable. That makes you a person of interest. That makes you have more doors of opportunity in your life. Okay? All right. It's been fun. You enjoy your day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.